remember a pop culture moment that changed how Americans saw the world. And for Maine, few things hit closer to home than the ocean. On June 20th, 1975, Jaws opened in theaters. And suddenly, a summer swim didn't feel so carefree. Packed movie houses, screaming audience, and that long walk past dark waters afterward, especially in a coastal state. Jaws wasn't just a thriller. It was set in a fictional beach town that felt familiar to Mainers. They called it Amity Island, but we all knew they filmed it on Martha's Vineyard, the same ocean we all swam in just a few hundred miles south. It tapped into something real here, a respect for the sea. Why it mattered to Maine is that our identity is tied to the water, from swimming holes to working waterfronts. After Jaws, people joked about it, checked the horizon a little more, and generations grew up with that theme music in their heads. And it still matters because the movie helped create the modern summer blockbuster. It reminds us how a single story can shape tourism, conversation, and even our relationship with the coast. Until tomorrow, I'm Brian Sullivan.